Third party. Third party. The biggest disease in every marriage. Today is on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning and welcome to our third episode. And in this third episode, we are going to be speaking about third party. I know that marriages got so many issues, but the last place that you want to solve your issues is a place called third party. There is a reason unto why the Bible is against gossip. And one of the reasons unto why marriages are suffering today is because a word has gone to a third party. So, in episode 2, we spoke about friendship. And how can you be able to keep this friendship with your partner, your husband, or your wife? How can she or he become your best friend? By him or her trusting that she is safe or he is safe with you when it comes to serious issues. And this goes even further to normal friendships with workmates, with fellow church members. It goes even to the farthest. Third party is a cancer that penetrates into marriages and eats marriages up and destroys them completely. And one thing that I appreciate with my wife, whom I'm going to be introducing very soon to you, is that we agreed together that we will keep third party off our marriage. And she stood with me, I have stood with her, and today we are where we are because of appreciating that third party is not supposed to come anywhere close to our marriage. Yes, we have serious issues. Yes, we have issues. But we have learned to confide in each other and be able to tackle our issues together. This is my advice. And this episode 3 is going to be the best episode for you and for me. I have seen marriages broken because of inviting third parties. Some of these third parties are people that we trust, are people that we look upon. They are our role model. You see, sometimes I feel very bad and I feel like I want to get mad when, as a pastor or as a leader in the church, your member comes and shares issues with you, and you dare tell your member to walk away from his or her marriage. You must be out of your mind. You dare advise your member who has chosen to trust you to walk out of his or her marriage. Something must be very wrong with you. And I can tell you for free, you are not serving God. You are not serving God. The Bible says, Jesus himself said that let what God has put together, no man put it asunder. I take it to you as a servant of God. You are not doing God's work by telling someone that has trusted you to walk out of his or her marriage. That is not God's work. You are doing Satan's work. You are an enemy to the establishment that was ordained by God himself. And something must be very wrong with you, and something must be very wrong with your teachings. I look forward that one of these fine days, we shall have churches that are so much into marriage that want to bring families together. Don't take any advice from anybody that tells you to walk out of your marriage. Don't. And it begins when you begin to open the door for that party. I said, today we are going to be a little bit serious on this. We're going to go a little bit deeper than before. what that party does, it makes it very hard for the two of you to ever sit together and come up with a solution of the problems that you are going through. So this channel is not about us coming together, hearing the problems of other people, gossiping about it, and laughing about it, and rumor-mongering about it. No. But this channel is all about us coming together and sharing topics that we believe are going to help us to be better in our marriages, and encouraging each other to go and sit with ourselves as a couple and solve our problems. Because I can tell you for free, the very moment you begin to invite third parties in your marriage, you are inviting a cancer that might be so hard to heal. And some of this cancer in marriage are on stage 4. Do not gossip your best friend, your wife or your husband. Because the very moment you leak it outside there, that day when you decide that you want to have a solution on that problem, it might be so hard because it is already outside there. And how to heal it, you can try to discuss it with yourselves, but remember, it's already outside there. So don't even take it outside there. These friends or these third parties can be even our children. These third parties can be even our friends. These third parties can be our parents. These third parties can be our pastors. These third parties can be social media. Don't trash your wife or your husband everywhere and expect to have a solution on a problem that you guys are facing. My advice to all of us is that sit down together, talk about it, because nothing is impossible. Let me tell you, let me surprise you with something here. I want to surprise you with something here. You got to tell people your issues, and you think maybe because you've spoken to them, they will give you a solution. I've seen a very funny character in people. You got to tell someone your issues, and you tell them that I want to walk away from this person. I want to walk away from this marriage. You know what they tell you? Just walk away. It's okay, just walk away. But they themselves are waking up in their marriages every day. They are telling you to walk away out of your marriage, but they themselves are not walking away out of their own marriages. And they have even more darker, dirtier, and bitter issues than yours. And you are sure that is your friend who tells you to walk away from your marriage? Are you sure that is your friend who tells you to walk away from your relationship? No. May we gain wisdom. Wisdom that goes beyond. That is why we have come here. I thank God because you are here. That's why you are here. So that we can feed each other with wisdom that enables us to do things in the right way. I know someone is asking me, if things get too bad, then what should I do? Let me tell you something. If things get too bad, you can take it to someone that you trust, but never take it to anybody else until or unless you have first discussed it with your partner. The last place that you want to take your issues is a place that is called third party. That is the last place you want to take your marital issues. Third party. They are so unforgiving. The kind of advices they give, they are full of malice. They are so satanic. They are so ungodly. They are so evil. They are so... That person that you loved is the same person even when you have issues. Is the same person even when you have differences. The good thing is that when you begin to learn to share your issues together and you don't spill them on that party, the good thing is that there is nothing that you guys will never be able to tackle. I just feel very bad because of the marriages that have broken because of third parties. I think the best word I can use for a third party who tells someone to walk out of his or her marriage, the best way to describe that third party is simply a demon or a devil. When the Lord brought you guys together and He made you to become one flesh through marriage, He did not make a mistake. And every time you go sharing your issues to other people, I want you to remember this deep down in your mind and deep down in your heart. They have more blacker issues than you. They have more dirtier issues than you. Actually, you might, if the truth was opened before you when you are sharing your issues with other people, you will run very fast to your home, to your partner, and you will laugh loud when you begin to look at how small your issue was. I've ever spoken to someone and then they're like, hey, are you sure you did that? That is not the right person. I think you married the wrong person. Sure. And you take a few steps away from that person, and the things you hear about that person, they make your problem look like a single piece of sand in a beach. Third party. Do not allow that party to destroy your marriage. Do not allow that party to destroy your relationship. I want to ask, by the grace of God and by the help of God, that we get rid of bad parties. You know, there are some wives and husbands who have a very funny character. You want to correct your wife or your husband when there is someone. You can never be able to speak or correct or admonish your husband or your wife when you are alone. But you have to wait for someone else to be there. Some of the couples are very funny. You wait for your child to be there. You know, that is when you feel so comfortable to speak badly with or to your wife or to your husband when someone else is there. Even your child is a third party. Yes. Let us love each other with a love that covers a multitude of sin. And what happens? This love that covers a multitude of sin does not keep quiet about sin, but brings it into a discussion when you are the two of you. But covers when you are in public. I know that because you are listening to me, you can be able to begin to change how you handle your partner. How do you handle your partner? How do you handle your partner before your friends, before your children, before your parents, before the public? How do you handle your partner? May you begin to take a step, may you take a step back and begin to do things differently. If he hurts you, talk to him. If she hurts you, talk to her. But do not take this to that party. Third party is the cancer that is destroying marriages today. And some of these third parties are people that we trust. As I said before, some of them are men of God. We have trusted them. But when we go to share our issues with them, they advise us to walk away from our marriages. Those are not men of God. Those are men of Satan. They're not doing God's work. And if you are a man of God and by any chance you're going to be seeing this, if you are a man of God and by any chance you're going to be maybe seeing this broadcast, and you've been used by the enemy to scatter families, you better repent and desire to see families grow. Because today we are the reason, our existence is the reason, is by the reason of marriage. And you cannot begin to scatter and put asunder what God has put together. I am speaking this with a lot of zeal because I am also a servant of God. And I would feel very bad. I would feel very bad if for any reason a marriage would break because of me. I would feel very bad. I thank God because of a few families And the Lord has helped my wife and I to bring back together when they were just about to scatter. You go to church and hear the gossip. You cannot even take it in. You go to meetings and you hear the gossip. You cannot even take it in. Let that person be your best friend. Let that person be your best friend. Do not expose the weaknesses of your partner in public. Do not expose the weakness of your partner to your children, to your friends. Don't. Because once you open that door, it's very hard to close it. And maybe I'm speaking to you and probably you have already done it. This is what I would advise you. As I have said, take a step back and begin to do things differently. And if you need to apologize, just go and apologize to your partner. And tell your partner, I know I have taken you before third parties. I want to ask that you forgive me. And I am taking an about turn. And encourage your partner. Either you are the man or you are the woman, or either you are the husband or you are the wife. If you are watching this, encourage your partner to be sharing your issues together. Because I can tell you for free, you will always get a solution. And if you feet are very quick and your mouth is very fast to run to that party's a problem. A very serious problem. So in this episode 3, please, may God help us to get rid of third parties out of our marital issues. We have managed to do that with my wife for more than 10 years now. And if there is anybody that is watching this, and you are our friends, you know what I'm saying. We have managed to keep third parties out of our issues, no matter how dark, how black, how bad they have been. And we have never lacked a solution. Third party. Get out of our marriage. Get out of our marital problems. Third party. Get out.